என்ன முடிச்சாச்சு?
இதான் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. Be blessed by divine. Be blessed by divine. So dear sisters, so you're all in the spiritual journey. I'm happy that you're all much interested in this spiritual practice, and you learned the exercise and meditation. You've done it nicely. So today we will see the benefits of blessings. Generally, when we close our eyes, we have different thoughts coming to our mind. When we analyze the thoughts, some of them may be positive and some of them may be negative. What is the percentage of positive and negative? Depending upon that, our life pattern will be here. How much we are enjoying, how much we are suffering, that depends upon how much positive thoughts we are having, how much negative thoughts we are having. So this comes naturally. Whenever we think of another person, there may be a friend, or maybe somebody else, or the man we might like that. So when we like a person, then we get attached to them, and we try to help them, we try to love them, and we indirectly we bless them. And when we think of a person whom we have some enmity or difference of opinion, then we start cursing them. Whether we like it or not, spontaneously it comes there. But when we curse a person, what happens? When we bless a person, what happens? Inside our body. So this body, what we see is the physical body. Inside the physical body, there is an energy flowing throughout the body, which we call as the life energy or life force. This life force is responsible for our mind and all the activity. Therefore, there are three bodies inside. One, what we see physically, another, an energy body, then third, as in the form of the mind. There are three things. Then, when we bless a person, the body and the energy which is there inside and the mind, they are all activated positively, and they help the growth of the body, and they keep the rhythm of the body, everything. At the same time, when we curse a person, and when we get irritated over the activities of some person, as soon as the mind gets irritated, what happens? The energy inside the body, that also is disturbed, and the body is also disturbed. When the body is disturbed, means its blood circulation and the breathing pattern and the energy flow inside the body, everything that gets disturbed. Therefore, depending upon the mood and our mind, the body, life, mind, everything, they are disturbed. Therefore, when we curse a person, the curse may go and affect him, and he may suffer after some time. That happens because the thought force, with what is the strength which is coming there, that much it will affect the opponent party also. But whether he gets spoiled or not, as soon as the thought comes out of the body, the mind and the life energy, that spoils this system immediately. Whether your enemy is spoiled or not, that may be after some time, after some years, it may happen depending upon the intensity of the thought. But immediately we get spoiled. This energy inside the body, this mind and this body, it gets spoiled. At the same time, when you bless somebody else, when you think of positively, when you want to help them, when you love them, when you want to render a helping hand to them, then all this positiveness, what happens is, whether you actually help him or not, just the thought which comes there, that induces all the positive rhythm inside the body. Therefore, the body functioning, the blood, heat, circulation, everything inside the body, and the life energy circulating throughout the body, and into the mind of the body. Everything they are synchronized that way. Therefore, if purposely we start blessing others, willfully we start loving others, willfully we start helping others, then slowly that will become habit. So how the habit comes there, when you do something, first time it gets imprinted there. When you do second time, then deeply imprinted. When you do third time, it's still more deeply imprinted. If you do it 10 times, 20 times, then it is deeply imprinted. That becomes a habit. So therefore, willfully, if you start loving others, start blessing others, then this willful action makes deeper and deeper imprints. Then they become the habit. So blessing others, we get blessed immediately. Whatever we think, thought force, when it comes out of the mind, it goes as a wave. It's like when you put a light here, that light radius is going to the entire hall. Similarly, that our radiation from the body, that biomagnetism, that will be moving around. It carries all the information of the body. Suppose the light is coming from the sun, it carries information of the sun. The light is coming from this tube light, that carries information of the tube light. Similarly, when we send a thought from here, that carries all the information of us. Then it goes and impinges on somebody else. Then it gives a part of the information there, and it gets some of the information from them, and again it returns back. It may directly come here, and it may go to different places. Finally, it may come to us. So whatever you send out, finally that will return with some accumulated imprints. So if you give a positive thought, that goes to different corners of the universe, and finally it comes to you with some more positiveness inside you. Similarly, if you send a negative thought, a curse or an irritation, anything else, it goes to the universe and gets more and more collection, and finally it returns with bundle of that negativeness. That's why the Mahans and the seers and Munivars, Siddhas, they analyze, and particularly Samaji, Vedatri Maharishi says, only the positive thoughts that helps us in all our ways of life. Even for a second also, we should not have any negativeness, any irritation, any curse over the others. That disturbs in that way. That's why after the meditation, Swamiji, he gives a practice. First we go to bless ourselves, blessing the self. What are all our requirements? Taking all the requirements, we go to bless ourselves. Generally, what we need for ourselves, what are the main requirements maybe for us? So to your experience, what may be main requirements for the self? You want money or cloth or house or power or anything. What are the main requirements for us? Peacefulness.
Peace of mind, health.
Yeah. Peace of mind. Then your peace of mind. Then health. Then suppose you see God is standing before you. If you ask something, immediately He will grant. So what will you ask to the God? Happiness. Very good.
Long life.
Long life. நம்ம அது இங்கிலீஷ் என்ன சொல்லுவோம்ப்பா? உடல் நலம், நீலாயுள், நிறை செல்வம், உயர்வழக்கு. அதுக்கு என்ன இங்கிலீஷ் என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? பார்க்கணுமா?
By the grace of divine power, we will be enjoy good health.
Yeah. Good health, long life, enough wealth,
prosperities and wisdom.
Yeah. So these are some of the items somebody says. So good health, long life, and enough wealth, prosperity, and wisdom. So these are some of the items. We may be having hundreds of items. These are all some of the main items. So when we wish that, when we like that, and whatever we think the nature provides us, when we give more and more intensification, strength, then we will get it immediately. So after the meditation or after the prayer, you think for yourself, what are all your major requirements? So here Swamiji says, good health, long life, enough wealth, prosperity, wisdom and peace. So these are some of the items. So besides that, we may have some more good education, good schooling, and good job, and so many things may be there. So these are all the basic items for everyone. When we give strength to our thought, the thought waves, they travel into the universe and they bring whatever we require them. And normally the nature or the universe, how it takes us, whatever you think for a long time, the nature thinks that you are willing for it. From morning to evening, hundreds of thoughts may be going there inside. And some of the thoughts may be coming frequently. And some of the thoughts may be more powerful. So totally what the nature analyzes or the universe analyzes, whatever you think for a long time with more strength, the nature thinks that you are willing for it. You are willing for it. The nature tries to provide that to you. Suppose we are having always a positive thoughts, then we will be enjoying that. Suppose always we are having some negative thoughts, always we are getting different opinion with others, always we are cursing others, or always we are having negative thoughts, so this will not happen, this will not happen, this will not happen, I cannot run, I cannot win, I cannot be successful. Suppose if these bundle of thoughts are coming, then what the nature thinks, you like that. The nature tries to provide that one. Therefore, even for a second, if you have a negative thought, there is a chance for that thought to come to us. The nature may provide that. Therefore, we should always have a positive thoughts. So first, we bless us for a healthy life. So the physical health, then the long life, the enough wealth. So we need the wealth also. For comfortable life, we need that also. So this is for the self. Okay, all right. We ask for it. So when we ask for it, and we should be also ready to achieve that, ready to enjoy that. So we ask the nature to provide us a healthy life. Nature. How the nature will provide that healthy life? We ask the nature, the Almighty, to provide a healthy life. How the nature will provide? If you eat unwanted things, if you work all the unwanted activities, if you do all kinds of nonsenses, then how the nature will provide a healthy life? So when we want a healthy life, then our activities should be towards a healthy life. If you want to maintain the physical health, then you should respect the body and you should have some physical activities, something like the exercise or something like that. Then only the nature will help you in that way. So the mere asking is the first step. We are putting a request to the nature. Then we should do something to achieve that also. Okay. So that physical health, then the long life. We want to live for a long years. So easily we can live up to 100 years. When we want to live for a long time, then see the totally God has given an energy to us. The total energy, you can spend it for long years, 100 years, And even you can spend the energy within 50 years also. So you have to spend your energy with utmost care. Only for the needed purpose you have to spend the energy, and other things you have to save the energy. Then you can prolong your life to 100 years. If you spend all the energy required for the 100 years within some 50 years, then we cannot have a life after that. Therefore, here Swamiji gives some restriction. We should have some restriction on the food, and the restriction on the physical activity, restriction on enjoying through our senses, then taking rest, and with the positive thoughts. So these are all some of the qualities in which we can have some moderations. Therefore, we can spend the energy up to 100 years instead of wasting all the energy within half of the lifetime. So the nature has provided everything to us, and respecting the nature and taking the life according to the nature, then we can have a peaceful and a happy life there. So if we want to be happy throughout the life, then always we should have a positive thought. Always we should bless somebody else. First we bless us, then next after blessing us, then you bless the people very close to you. Who are very close to you? Who are all very close to you? First we bless us, because the first importance for us. Unless we are happy, we cannot make others happy. Unless we are healthy and healthy, then we cannot make others healthy and healthy. So first blessing is for us. Then we should bless the other people who are very close to us. So the next, who will be very close to us? Yeah. For married people, the husband may be there, children may be there, coming there. So we bless them also wholeheartedly. So without their support, without their harmony, then we cannot have a peaceful life. Therefore, the married people, first they bless the life partner, then the children. Okay, then after that, the next circle, who will be the next circle? So we have blessed our life partner, blessed our children, then the next.
Relatives.
Yeah, then comes the brothers, sisters. Yeah. The brothers, sisters are more related than other relatives. Maybe you may be having uncle, aunt, somebody else. So they are the next circle they are coming there. So the first circle, brothers and sisters, they will be coming there. So you think of them and bless them wholeheartedly. So when you bless anybody else, you just think of their image, and you think positively. They should be physically, mentally, and financially, they should be well off. They should be healthy. In that way, you bless them wholeheartedly. Because everybody, they need physical health, they need mental health, they need financially also in a good position they should be also. So thinking everything, you bless them wholeheartedly. So here in Tamil, that word Vaalka Valamudan, that means wholeheartedly blessing them to achieve everything they need for their life. It's a single word, so that it gives the meaning. They have to achieve everything physically, mentally, socially, spiritually. They have to achieve everything for the fulfillment of life. So that word Vaalka Valamudan. We don't get an exactly equal word in English. Be blessed we can say, but it doesn't give the full meaning of the Tamil word Vaalka Valamudan. Okay, so you imagine anybody you like, and you bring that image to your inner vision, then you bless them wholeheartedly, and imagine that they are achieving all the benefits what you are willing for it. This imagination that brings the thing from the universe and tries to give to them. Okay, in the next cycle, we bless our brothers and sisters, then we bless our relatives. Then after the relative, who will be coming in the next cycle?
Friends.
Yeah, friends, very good, very good. Friends, you can bless them. Okay, then other cycle, broader cycle, who will be coming there? After the friends. Yeah. You may be going for a work, going for a job, and daily you will be meeting some of your friends and other things. So those who are connected in your daily life, suppose if you are going for a job, your boss will be there, co-workers will be there, subordinates will be there. So in the office, unless you maintain harmony, you cannot have a peaceful life. So you should have a very good relationship with your boss, and similarly very good relationship with the co-workers also.
All connections.
Yeah, all connections. And your subordinates should also cooperate with you. Otherwise, you cannot have a peaceful life. Your subordinates, they should like you, and they should obey your orders, and they should cooperate with you. Suppose if they are all against you, even if you are good, you may not be able to do anything in the office. So therefore, the higher level officers, the co-level officers, and the subordinates, you bless them wholeheartedly. Therefore, there will be a rhythm in the office, wherever you gather. Okay, you are not going to the office, you are a mere housewife. Then how will you bless them? The office going people, they will bless their boss, they will bless their co-workers, they will bless their subordinates. You are not going to the office, you are a housewife in the house. Then who will be boss here in your house?
Husband.
Husband may be there, mother-in-law may be there, father-in-law may be there.
Enemy list.
So the father-in-law, they are coming to the enemy list.
Just joking.
Okay, all right. So in that way, even if you are not going to the office, and you can bless them, those who are related to the daily, day-to-day activities. Somebody will be coming there in the day-to-day activity, bless them wholeheartedly. Then after that, Samaji here he gives an important thing. After blessing the one we like very much, the next cycle, next cycle, next cycle, next cycle. The last thing, Samaji gives a peculiar idea, whom we have to bless them also, whom they may be. Samaji gives an important thing.
Parents.
Huh?
Enemies.
We never bless them, no? So
Yeah, Samaji wants you to bless your enemies also.
Give them.
But we, in the beginning, we may not be able to bless them because we have difference of opinion. They have done so many unwanted things to us, and actually we curse them daily. The enemies, generally we curse them daily, and we want them to go down. But when you hate them, when you curse them, we get affected. Whether they are going down or not, we go down, because the thought comes from the mind. Suppose by vengeance you think that some kind of accident, some kind of unwanted things should happen to them. That comes from this mind, from this body. Therefore, the first unwanted thing will occur here. First thing will occur here. Instead of affecting the enemy, that will affect us first. Therefore, even the enemy, you have to start blessing them. Start blessing them. In the beginning, it may not be possible for us. Mechanically, you start blessing them in the beginning.
That much of enemies.
Eh?
We don't
Enemies,
have
that,
misunderstandings will be.
The enemies means
With the
not on
friends
vehement
or
one.
someone-
So we have some,
someone
commonly we have difference of opinion, misunderstanding, and some kind of, when you think of somebody else, immediately some kind of irritation will be coming there.
India it will be more. Here nothing is.
Mm.
We cannot able to see others also outside.
Rama.
That is the way. So means if you are
If-
seeing your friends, if anything she is not helped you on that day, so you will be feel that day she didn't give, why I want to give today. So it will be the different opinions, no? So
Maybe you
that-
have some difference of opinion.
That's that it
You
will
bless
be go.
those persons with the difference of opinion or with enmity also. So if you bless them, after some time, the persons with the difference of opinion, they will also start liking you. They will also try to love you, they will also try to come to you and try to talk to you. So that difference of opinion, that enmity will go away. Even they may become friends after some time. Because that's an advantage means. So keeping difference of opinion and indirectly cursing or getting cursed by them. Because once you keep difference of opinion with somebody else, whether you're talking to them or not, they will be cursing us. That curse will be coming to us. That will disturb us in our important activities. Therefore, when you bless the enemies or the persons with the difference of opinion also, slowly that will be also coming down. After some time, If your blessing is more powerful, they may become friends also. Friends also. So in that way, we bless the enemies or persons with different opinion also. Then what Swamiji says, then you bless the entire, the society, the world, everything you bless them. So whenever you bless anybody else, anything, then our thought that becomes positive. The nature that tries to help us. Therefore, always we should have a positive thought. Even if you are not blessing anybody else, just see a tree, then you start bless the tree, bless your plant, bless your bird, bless an animal. You bless them wholeheartedly. See, the tree also likes you to bless that. When you bless a tree, you can see the happiness coming from the leaves. Have you enjoyed that anywhere else?
Yes. Tulasi
Yeah.
in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Watering time when we are
Yeah,
sitting.
yeah. You water and bless them wholeheartedly. You're very nice, you're very beautiful.
Blessing from
Yeah.
Tulasi daily.
Yeah.
Meditate.
Similarly, you can bless any plant, any tree you can bless. So when we bless them, they receive that also. Even in a tree, you go and stand near that, you look at the tree or the plant for some time, then you say positively that you have to grow well, I will put all the water and everything required for you, then you have a happy life, peaceful life. That way, you start blessing them. Then when you observe the leaves, they will be slowly moving. You see that, you can visualize that leaves will be slowly moving. They will also talk to us. We may not be able to understand the language, but you can see that happiness coming from the leaves.
It grows also.
Yeah. It grows also. So here we have done an experiment that we have put that lady's finger plants in a small 20 to 30 cents of land. Then one of the professors was in charge of that. He was regularly blessing the some of the parts there and some of the parts untouched there. When we compared that, this yield was 200 times much than the yield, that one. Yeah. But for which you got to bless them wholeheartedly. So you can bless any tree, any plant, anything else. So when we bless them, indirectly we get the blessings from them. And you can enjoy the beauty of the nature and you start blessing them. So enjoy the beauty of the nature, that itself is a prayer. You go and see the stars, the sun, the moon, the cloud, everything, and just you enjoy that. That itself is a prayer. That means you are respecting the nature. Respecting the nature is the real prayer. So that always that induces the positive thoughts. A scientist, he made an attempt with the plant. He has taken a rose. Generally, the rose plants will be with thorns. Am I correct? Rose plants. The scientist, he wanted to bless the plant, and he says to the plant, see, you are giving a very good flower. Why you are having these thorns? Earlier you had it to protect yourself, because the animals, birds may come and disturb you. That's why God has given you this kind of thorns. So now I am giving all type of protection to you. You are growing only inside my house. Therefore you need not have the thorns. With that he blesses the rose plant. Then from that rose plant, then a part of it can be taken for the second root. Then he took a part from here, and then second rose that comes out. The thorn comes, the number of thorns that come down. Then the third generation, there was no thorn at all. The scientist, he blesses continuously. So within 6 months, the third generation, the rose plant which comes without any thorn. So that is the action of the blessings. So by blessing, we can make anything in the universe favorable to us. Anything in the universe favorable to us. Maybe animate or maybe inanimate. If it is animate, then more intensity will be going there. Even we can bless the inanimate also. That will be also rewarding us. Therefore, in the universe, whatever you bless, that helps you. Whatever, maybe animate or inanimate, whatever you bless, that helps you.
When we get up, before we keep our leg on the floor, we will say, Samudravasane Devi.
Okay, you pray God.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice because the nature is responsible for all us.
Immediately it will come when we get up. Before we keep our feet on the floor, before we touch and say.
Okay. Every day you do it.
Become habit for us. Everybody.
Very nice.
Sparshak Shamaswame.
Okay.
We will keep our
Oh,
feet
the
on
land.
the
The
floor.
land. Help me.
Please excuse us.
Very nice. Similarly, all the Panchabhutas we can pray. The land, fire, water, air and akash, all these Panchabhutas we can, because the body is made up of the Panchabhutas. So we can pray them. And all the living beings we can pray. And daily we can try to help the other living beings. With small help we can render to all the, suppose your bird is coming there, you put some rice or something like that. You bless them wholeheartedly. See, there in Tamil Nadu I had that. A small watchman, somebody else. He gets that ration rice from the ration shop. They will be giving some 20 kilos or something freely there. Then he takes it to the upper floor and put it there, and the kilikan surapa. Parrot. They come there regularly and they eat it. So the first time some 5 or 6 parrots they get there. Then he got some more rice from his friends and other things. Then slowly that number of parrots they are increasing. So now he says regularly the morning time some 500-600 parrots they are coming there. He provides regularly some 10 kg or 20 kg. So how much service he does there, and how much enjoyment he will be having there, how much punyam he derives, he said. So instead of giving annadana for 10,000 people, the 10,000 people, they have different ways to earn and eat. But these parrots, they don't have the food to eat. He is providing that. So this is the real service. So what will happen? In turn, all these parrots, they will bless them wholeheartedly. See, we are getting blessed by the other animals and the other things also. Not only by the people, we get blessed by them also. So when we love them, in turn they will also start loving us. Therefore, daily we bless us and the other people surrounding us, and also we bless all the living beings also around us wholeheartedly. See, when a farmer, when he goes to his farm, how he looks at plant, then somebody else not related to the land, when they are going there, how they look at that plant. There is a vast difference there. The farmer will look with all kinds of love and affection there. So he will only really bless the plants. Therefore, generally, the scientists they have studied, when a farmer enters the field for watering that, the plants will be happy to receive him. At the same time, somebody enters there to pluck the plants, they start weeping here. They are not happy over that activity. So the scientists they were tested there. So in that way, we can bless them wholeheartedly, either may be animate or inanimate. In turn, we receive that also. Then we receive that also. So, to keep us a positive thought, let's bless ourselves, let's bless our life partner, children, relatives, friends, and the persons with the different opinions, and all others in the universe. All others in the universe. Once we bless everybody around us, so the 1,000 people, the 1,000 blessings, they will return in turn to us. So this keeps us always with a positive thought. Otherwise, the mind, sometimes it will be there positive, sometimes it will be negative. Automatically it will be there negative. And most of the time when you observe yourself, it will go to negativeness. If you leave your mind empty, most of the time it will be going towards the negativeness. Because for the negativeness, the effort is less. For the positiveness, you should have some effort. Generally when you observe how the positive thoughts are coming, how the negative thoughts are coming, for negative thoughts, you need not have any effort. It comes automatically. Only for the positive thought, you should put some effort. Therefore, if you leave your mind empty, all kinds of unwanted negative thoughts, they will coming there. They will get accumulated in the mind. Therefore, purposely, willfully, if we keep some positive thoughts, if we bless others, always thought will be positive. Positive. So when your thought remains positive, if the positive energy from the universe, you will be receiving. You will be receiving. You will be receiving. Even if you don't eat, you will be receiving the positive energy from the universe. But the negative thoughts, that takes the energy from you, and you will get depleted more and more, more and more. Just by keeping yourself hungry, keeping yourself in the depressed mode, keeping yourself worried for a long time, you will be losing the energy. See, after an hunger, you see how your body gets disturbed. After worrying sometime for a very long time, then how your body is disturbed, how much energy you lose that. But at the same time, when you are blessing somebody else, when you are always thinking positively about, then you are always receiving the energy. Even without food, and your body will be having the required food, energy there. So therefore, positive thoughts, they encourage us. Blessing others, that keeps always positive thought. Time at Chapa?
5 minutes.
The one more story. There was a couple in Delhi or somewhere else. They met Samuji, Vedatri Maharshi, one day, and they told that they were financially suffering very much, and they could not find a way out for them. And on the way, they met on an astrologer. The astrologer, he does some puja and other things. And then they explained their situation to them. He told that, okay, all right, all your problem can be solved, and we will do pujas for some 48 days. So that pujas should be done regularly for 1 hour, 1.5 hours in your house. When we do that puja, then all your problem will be over. That astrologer told, okay, all right. Then that astrologer came to that house, and they were doing the puja for 10 or 15 days. Then after the 20th day, what he told is, yes, this is a small idol, and we put flower and other things, and some spiritual items we put there, and we, some mantras. He does the puja every day. Then after 20th day, he told that you put your jewels and other things to that idol, and it is only here we will do the puja there. Then they put all the remaining jewels and things to that idol. Then the prayer was going on there. Then after 40th day, what he told is, yes, almost we have done all the pujas. Within another 8 days, all your problem will be over. But for another 8 days, then the 1 hour puja is not enough, and the puja should be done for 8 hours or 10 hours. So therefore, I cannot come here and do the pujas for 8 hours, 10 hours here. Therefore, I will take everything to my house and do puja for yourself for another 8 days. Then after 48 days, then everything will be returned to you and all your problem will be over. Because he is doing that ritual regularly. Then believing that, they handed over everything, that he took everything to his house. Then after 48th day was over, they were expecting that all their problem will be over and that astrologer Bujari will come there. He didn't turn up. Another month he didn't turn up. Then after 6 months they could not find him. Then they tried to identify him, there was no address with him. So then only they came to know they were cheated. They were cheated. Already they are financially suffering. The remaining jewels and everything, they also gone out. So in that situation, they met Samaji. Samaji Vedatri Maharshi. Samaji, this was situation. Already we were suffering financially. And we were cheated by this astrologer, the Bujari. What should we do? Can we go for a police complaint? Okay, already you can go for a police complaint, but you will not be getting that back immediately. So what can you do? So you do one thing, Samaji told. You know him very well. You know his identity and image, everything. Okay, all right. You do one thing. Daily you have your own prayer, your own meditation. Then after the prayer and meditation, you bless him wholeheartedly for 10 times, 20 times or 30 times. How, Swami, is it possible? He has already cheated us. Huh? He has already cheated us. How we can bless him? Whether you want your jewel back or not, yes, Swami, we want. Then you bless him for some time. So with a word from, because Swamiji says, you have to believe the elders. With our off heart, then okay, Swami, you will try for it. Okay, then because Swamiji has advised them, they started doing that. And after the prayer, they started blessing that Bujari or the astrologer. They were continuously blessing. Then after some days, or 1 month or 2 months after, then that Bujari came with everything there and he threw it there into the house and he left without talking to anybody else. Because they were giving pressure more and more, blessing them positively, he was unable to keep the things inside the house. Some kind of request comes from his inner voice. You don't keep it here, you go and give it to them. You don't keep it here, go and give it to them. Because the blessing is so powerful, even it makes the change in the minds also. Actually, this astrology was a cheater. He has done it with so many people and he has cheated so many people. But other people, they left it. But these people, because the Swamiji has advised, they started blessing more and more. So within 2 months, they got back everything. So this was a real story, not an imaginary. This is a real story. So in life, we have been cheated by so many people. We might have lost so many things also. So when you start blessing them wholeheartedly, one day we will be receiving it. Maybe today, maybe in 1 month, maybe in 1 year, maybe after 10 years, depending upon the intensity of the thought with which we bless them, we will be getting everything back. So this blessing is more powerful. So we bless them wholeheartedly. Even the enemy, we bless them wholeheartedly. The enemy is also inside that heart. Only the same divinity will be there. Inside, in his Atma also the divinity will be there. The God will be there inside him also. Therefore, when you bless him wholeheartedly, that divinity, that godliness inside him, that will come up. That will start helping us. Therefore, daily we bless others. So first, how we bless others? In the family level we maintain. The life partner, we bless them wholeheartedly. Even he might have irritated you, he might have scolded you. Yes, keep everything, but you bless them wholeheartedly. When you bless them wholeheartedly, one day the change will be coming there. Surely the change will be coming there. Then bless our children. Because children, when they go to school and other things, even though your grown-up circumstances in your house may be good. In the school and the environment, we don't know how it may be there. That may be helpful or that may spoil them. So when you bless them wholeheartedly, it gives a protection to the child. It gives a protective field to the child. Therefore, that conducive environment will be created there. Therefore, let us bless our child, brothers and sisters, relatives, friends, and those who are working in the office, then the enemies also. So in that way, we will be happy first. By blessing others, first we will be happy. By blessing others, first we get blessed ourselves. We get blessed ourselves. Always, then our thought will be positive. Okay, Swamiji has said a lot about this. So now this is just an introduction about the blessings. Okay? வாழ்க வளமுடன்.